Hi, this is Ray Perez with Florida Realty Miami. We're going over the as-is purchase contract September 2015. This is the updated version. So your as-is contract should match this contract. As you can tell, we have numbers coming down the left side of the contract. Wherever you see a number with an asterisk, it actually means that this is something that needs to be put into the contract and it is important. It is an as-is contract, and you do have a right to inspect, and there are ways of getting out of this contract and keeping your deposits, which is the most important thing we want to take care of with our buyers. If you can see line 1, you would put John Doe, wife Jane Doe. If it's a single man or a single woman, you specify that. That information is in miami-dade.gov public property record search, and I just open up another page and I cut and paste. Buyer, here it's Alex and Scarlett Barrios. Address is 13391 Northwest 3rd Terrace. We're in Dade County. That's the folio number, and this is the legal description, Superior Home, Section 2. And I also cut and paste from the property search. As I go down, personal property that is excluded from the property, you need to add here any items that are excluded from the property. That could be a water softener, a chandelier that's expensive and they're not going to be keeping it as part of the sale. So you need to make sure that you clarify every item that will be excluded and those that are included. If you go to line 15, you can see that the dishwasher, the ceiling fans, light fixtures, drapery, rods, blinds, all those are included. Sometimes you have blinds that are expensive and they do not want to include them in the sale of the property. That needs to be added to the excluded one on line 23. Purchase price. Well, that's the price that you determined is going to be the sale price, and let's say for instance it's $200,000. The initial deposit here should be no more than 1%. So I usually go with $2,000, and that will be given within 3 days of the contract being executed. I'll put to be determined on the escrow agent, but if there is an escrow agent that you're using, you would need to put it here and the address. An additional deposit should be given within 10 to 15 days after, and that should be another 1%. So that will be another $2,000. The reason we try to do it 15 days after is because you want to give yourself 10 days to inspect the property, so you don't want to put in too much money before you inspect the property. So if the property comes back with a negative review, you have a chance of getting back the deposits immediately, and you're not fighting over at a big amount. It would only be $2,000. If the inspection goes well, then you proceed with the next deposit. Financing is expressed in dollar amounts or percentage. That would be put here. So if he's getting an 80% financing, that would be put here, 80%. So his down payment is 20%. 20% of $200,000 is $40,000. He's already given $4,000. So the amount to be brought in at closing is $36,000. That does not include costs of closing the property, taxes that need to be paid, insurance that needs to be prepaid. This is just the 20% down payment. Now, time of acceptance, I normally try to give it 3 days. So if today is September 10th, by September 14th, we want to have an answer back. Thank you for joining us in this first part 1 of the As Is contract.